Christmas is typically an unhealthy time of year, but today WA Food Ambassador Don Hancey and Dr Joe Kostrich are going to tell us how we can keep it healthy this Christmas with summer stone fruits and a barbecue. Don, tell us what you're going to cook today.
Okay, Denise, we're using 100% West Australian produce, as always, some beautiful local olive oil, Lindley Valley pork, which is a free-range pork, and what pork loves over Christmas is apple and sage. And so I'm going to show people how to grill some fruit. Now, everyone does barbecues over Christmas and just about the whole year, so it is really easy to grill fruit on a barbecue, and the kids can do it. And some of the kids that aren't really into fruit actually get a hankering for fruit because they sort of see it on the barbie. So very simple recipe today, Lindley Valley pork with beautiful West Australian fruit.
So what fruits actually go well on the barbecue?
Apple. Apple's perfect. Pineapple. Here we go. Pan's getting beautifully hot. And I've got some apricots and even pineapple. So I'm going to get cooking.
All right, and Dr Joe, it obviously is hard to keep healthy over the festive season. Give us some tips on how you can maintain a relatively healthy diet during the time.
Look, I think Don's just given us a couple of real pointers, which is eating fruit, eating good quality meat and produce. I think if there is a time of year when people might overdo it, it is Christmas. So if you have a bit more on Christmas lunch than normal, look, don't stress about it. You can always pick up the pieces on Boxing Day. But be aware of your portion sizes. That's always the key. So you can have a bit of turkey, you can have a bit of the pork, you can have, some little treats, but be aware of your portion sizes. The biggest thing for people at Christmas is less that you have a bigger Christmas lunch, because that's only one meal. It really is only one meal. It's the events you go to in the lead up to Christmas where you eat a lot of the finger foods. So intersperse your drinks with water or mineral water, because that's got no calories, whereas a glass of wine does. If you think you might be a bit hungry when you get there, have something to eat before you get to a function.
So what we're going to do is slice that in a second, but what we've done is on your barbecue, and just make sure your barbecue's reasonably clean. As I said, a little bit of olive oil. And look, I forgot the knife, but that's all right. I would slice this into rings. Joe, can you pass me that? I love saying, and here's one we prepared earlier.
Oh, right. Yeah, here we go.
Look at that.
Perfect.
So what we're doing is just putting lots of apple, lots of fruit on your barbecue. And Joe's right, bananas are interesting. But also, I love barbies. And if you get fresh West Australian corn, leave it in its husk and just grill that on the barbecue. It's because the husk keeps it sort of protected. Now, there's something about fruit and chilli that works. So I've got a little bit of chilli salt. This is this beautiful West Australian lake salt from up Lake Deborah. And I'm just going to put a little bit of this chilli salt on there, Joe. Now, from what I know about salt, the human body needs salt to survive, doesn't it, to live?
Absolutely. Salt has been probably unfairly, as new research is coming out, demonised. Something like 98% of the world's population has been found actually eat about the right amount of salt. We do tend to self-regulate quite well. And what's been more recently shown is that really, unless you do have high blood pressure or you do have particular medical conditions, you shouldn't ladle on the salt, but you don't have to be as frightened of salt as we've been told. And obviously good quality is important.
Absolutely.
And Don,
yes.
We've got quite a few different fruits here. We've also got the cherries. You're down in Manjimup this weekend for the Manjimup Cherry Festival. Tell us a bit about that.
I think the Manjimup Cherry Festival is awesome because it puts a really big focus on Manjimup, which is in the Southern Forest region, and that's how they've been branding that region as a food bowl, the Southern Forest. I'm down there cooking. They've just sent me the list of produce, and there's about 30 items that come from sort of within 100 k's of Manjimup. From marron to the beef to the lamb, obviously cherries, all the fruits, and there's a lot of people down there now making beautiful chutneys and relishes and pickling olives. So Manjimup Cherry Festival, check it out. Now we're nearly ready here.
Yeah. I was going to say, all of these fruits loaded with vitamins and minerals. Apricots have got vitamins A, C and E, the same with the nectarines. There's potassium and phosphorus. And really, this sort of thing is a good way to get kids, if they're a bit picky and you're trying to get, particularly small children, trying to get them interested in eating new foods, it's a really good way to do it.
Now,
and Don, you're just going to finish this off with some apple bourbon?
Yes, it's a new product out. Maybe leave this one alone, Joe, for the kids, but this is an apple bourbon. Yes, picked this up at Liquor Barons the other day, and it's I like bourbon. In fact, I really love bourbon, but this is an apple bourbon. So we're just going to put a little splash. That won't flame up, but normally it would flame. Maybe we'll have a Christmas tipple for that later, Joe. So as Joe said, Christmas is about taking it easy. I mean, I still always have a sleep after Christmas lunch, but I think it's all about balance. And if you can put a lot of fruit in your food to help with the protein, I think just keep that word balance in the back of your mind. So put a little cube of pork.
Oh, it's delicious, Don.
I try, mate, I do. The cameraman always misses out, doesn't he? Here we go.
I'd go one step further. I'd say you probably succeed.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Thanks,
Well, you said
mate.
you try, but I think you've
It's
sort of
really
done
good.
better than that. You've succeeded.
This is the season to be jolly, so thank you, Joe, for being jolly. And it is the season to be happy and to be healthy, and there's nothing like a healthy body and a healthy mind. So buy West Australian, eat healthy, enjoy your Christmas.
Absolutely.